Today is a big day, packed with all kinds of things. Email call outreach, talk to the customers, partnership discussions, all the things that founders need to do. On top of that, I need to create some content. And there's one radical thing I want to do in terms of my business model. So I want to film it all, take you with me throughout my day to see what it's like to be a technical founder building an AI startup. Let's go. It's actually the first day I feel kind of okay. I've been quite sick for the past 2 weeks. I couldn't do much. But today I feel like a little bit of myself. So I just want to make the most out of today. The first thing I need to do is to edit my podcast. So I started a podcast. It's called From Scratch. I want to do this because the more I talk to founders and creators, I found there are just so many similarities, challenges, struggles, all the proud moments. There's a common pattern. What I want to do is through the discussions, start to unpack the common denominators. What is the makeup of a founder or a creator? The first season is coming out every Thursday, 7 a.m. Eastern Time. It makes me smile every time I edit the podcast. It just makes me feel very happy. I feel like I'm reliving the interviews again, seeing your friends are doing well and you're having a meaningful conversation. It's a one-of-the-kind type of feelings. I really enjoy it. I'm really happy. The journey you've been through, like what was that journey like? How did this joy, beautiful energy idea came from?
A lot of personal development, I think. We all kind of like take on so much from our external world. Like when we're very little, we kind of like, we look at what's around us, the environment around us, and we take on other people's beliefs. With the way we see relationships in our kind of like environment, the way people talk about money, the way the aspirations, ambitions in life, we kind of like craft a model based on our initial experiences, and you think that this is what I can do, this is kind of like how my life is going to unfold, because you don't know any different. You haven't seen different perspectives.
Something really cool happened. Yesterday, I sent out about 40 cold emails. So I was looking through all the YouTube videos that were recommended to me, and I started to handpick the creators that has the potential to want to use oona. I was looking for channels that has a repetitive style of thumbnails or titles, or channels that have great contents but not very good thumbnails. My cold email outreach track record wasn't that great. 1,500 emails in the past, 3 responses. The odds are really low. But this time, out of almost 40 emails, I got 2 replies. Yay! It's such a great news. Things I did a little differently was the message. I tried to keep it as short as possible, 2-3 sentences. People respond to short, concise, friendly messages. But it's funny, I don't know what to write back. I don't know if I should just tell them, hey, just sign up and you have free trial to really try it out. Or I should schedule a demo call with them. I think it's nice to have that one-to-one intro call, so we get to know each other a little more, build a little trust. But that will also mean that I intentionally increase the lead time. That's not what I want, because I need to focus on generating revenue. That means I need a shorter timeline, a tighter lead generation flow. So I have to figure it out. But it's a great problem to have. I'm just gonna write some emails now. If you want to learn how to write a cold email, I really recommend a video by Y Combinator. It's called How to Get Your First Customers. I'll link the video in the description. Hi. It's really cool to talk about partnership with you.
Okay. It's nice to find people that are curious, right? The curious people are the ones that always change the world.
Love that.
And it's sometimes nice to just do it from... Startups can be more flexible, yeah? And they can solve different problems and spot opportunities and move towards some of those big incumbent companies tend to be stuck on a path or on a revenue path.
Yeah.
I think we see that the creator economy is the future. Yeah?
Yeah.
It was the now, right? It's no longer the future, it's just the now. To help your customers get bigger and help them make more money, you become more affluent yourself, right?
Yeah,
You
exactly.
your success is achieved through driving the success of others. That's the best business model, right? Money isn't
I love that.
a reason to run a business. The money's the fuel that helps you
Exactly.
run a business. Our mission is to help all content creators have access to all the music that everyone else already has, right? That's it.
Ta-da! Look at that. The new episode is out. In terms of podcasts, I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm going for it just because I think all the conversations that I have with my founder and creator friends is going to be very meaningful. It will show you a different side of entrepreneurship. No matter where you are in the world, where you are in your startup journey, you can find, those people you can relate to, seeing how they go through adversities, go through challenges is very valuable. Season 1 is all about founders. So if you like these type of discussions, real talk, and make sure you watch From Scratch podcast. I'm so happy this episode is out, but it's crazy how much time I spend on labeling the chapters. I labeled all the chapters by myself. It took me more than an hour to do it. It's such a time sucker, but it's great that Oona can do that for me. All you have to do is create a test, and once you've done that, just go into the videos and you'll see the generated chapters here. Oona will give you suggestions on the description and chapters that are focusing on your viewers' experience in SEO. This is to help the creators to provide a better experience for the viewers and increase the engagement. YouTube wants to see that. If YouTube observed a higher engagement, the algorithm will start promoting you more and more. So that's why optimizing descriptions, including the chapters, is so important, and Oona does that for you. There's one radical thing I want to do. I had this idea for quite some time now. I just couldn't bring myself to execute it. When Oona was launched earlier this year, there was not a lot of tractions because I was new to the market and nobody heard about it. There's no way people will find out about Oona. It looks like nobody wants to use it until I made a change. Around May, June this year, I started running Google Ads with a tiny little budget, and that started bringing a lot of tractions. Many people signed up, a couple hundred a month at a time. On top of that, I started going to all kinds of creator conferences, meetups, and that was a pivotal moment. Without fully realizing it, I created a marketing campaign and I also started generating leads and making sales. In about 4 months, about 1,400 creators signed up. That was awesome, right? I was happy, of course, but I realized there was a big problem. All these signups didn't convert into paying customers as much as I want. It's more like, oh, new tool on the block, let's try it out, and never showed up again. It feels that way. If it was just a passion project, I wouldn't care about it too much. I have to prioritize generating revenues. That means all the leads, all the eyeballs that I catch, I need to start thinking about generating revenue from all the sales and marketing effort. So now it comes to the radical change. I'm removing free trials. I realized that free trial is great. People can sign up and start experiencing Oona, but the lead time is way too long. It was great to run this experiment, testing out if there's interest around Oona, but now I have to move on to the next experiment, validating are people willing to pay for the services that Oona provides. That's the reasoning behind why I want to remove the free trial. I'll expect the signups go down. It's very scary. It's almost like hitting a reset button, but I have to try it. Just to give you an update on Oona, I'm currently making a big change. Let me show you. This is how the oona looks like, a dashboard that links you to all the tests that you created, and you can see the detail by just digging into the navigation. All these are going to change. I'm redesigning the user flow to make it easier to navigate between the test results and all the analysis that oona create. It's gonna be a major UI UX change, but it's gonna be great. Quite unfit. I don't have as much power as usual. Today I'm going a little lighter. I don't blow as much weight, and what I'm doing today is my favorite full body movement. I usually use this compound movements to get myself back into the workout routine, and it's also a good gauge of where my fitness is at the moment. Gotta have to start building back up again. Last night I was thinking how to move the startup forward, and I just remembered last year, this time I was at Driver University. I met so many great founders, investors, mentors. I was very close to the Bay Area ecosystem. Maybe next year I could do something similar. So I decided to apply for a couple startup accelerators. The first thing I thought about was Microsoft for Startups. They seem to have a very interesting program, and a lot of my friends are in there as well. They offer a lot of resources, guidance, and basically there's an ecosystem and network behind it. So I think it would be great if I get in and just learn as much as I can, push the business forward as much as I can. I just applied, so let's see how it goes. Another program that I signed up, On Deck Founders. I'll have to pay to attend for the RL, and they offer similar to what Microsoft for Startup is offering. They focus on technical founders in a very early stage. I feel like that's a perfect description of me, so that's why I want to apply and see how it goes. Full disclosure, I applied a couple weeks ago, but I didn't get in the batch that happened last week. So I applied again. Hopefully I can get into the next one. The application process are very similar between the two programs. The questions they ask are almost identical. It's about the founder, where do you see the market, what's the potential, what is the founder's expertise in relation to the market. These are great resources. Happy to share. If you're thinking about joining startup programs like this, ODF, Microsoft for Startups are pretty good options. Today is one of those days, super unstructured. Very hard to find a extended period of time where I can do coding or any other kind of deep work. The fact is, everything that I've been doing today are important work, very necessary, creating content, discovering partnership and distribution channel, even rework some of the business logic in the code base. All these are the things that founders need to do. If you're a solo founder like me, then all these falls on your plate. But I think at this stage, this is a critical learning process. I'm learning how to be a founder, trial and error different strategies to generate leads, generate revenue, and I can appreciate the beauty in the grind. Still a few things I haven't done yet, so I'm just gonna turn off the camera, put my head down, and just get it done. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, please like, share, and subscribe. This is the best way to support my founder journey and this channel. I appreciate all your comments. I'll see you next time. Ciao.